everyone. I, Rajeshwari Shirkanhalli, welcome you all in Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. Today we are going to start chapter number 13, Sound. So as you know that sound is a form of energy. So sound is also called as sound energy. And sound is heard by the observer because of the waves. Waves travel from the source. When the sound is produced from any source, that source is set into vibration. Means vibrating bodies produce sound. So let us see in detail about this chapter. How do you come to know that a period is over in your school? So how do you come to know about this? When bell rings. If bell is ringing means a particular period is over. You come to know easily that someone is at your door when he knocks or you hear the sound of the doorbell. So if suppose some guests have come to your house, how you come to know that someone is there at your door? Because of knocking sound of the door, means somebody knocks on the door, or because of sound of the doorbell. So most of the time you can make out that someone is approaching you by just hearing the footsteps, isn't it? If suppose somebody is coming from behind you, they are coming, you are suppose just sitting on one chair and somebody is coming, then also you come to know that somebody is coming from your back because of hearing the footsteps. So you might have played a game called hide and seek. In this game, a person is blindfolded and has to catch the remaining players, isn't it? You all know about this game, that is hide and seek. In this, one person is blindfolded and that person has to catch the remaining players. So how is the blindfolded person able to guess which player is closest to her? Because of again hearing the sound of the person, sound of the footsteps. So by hearing the sound, the players can be caught by the blindfolded person. In these all the examples, the things can happen easily because of sound. When the period is over, there is a ringing of the bell. When somebody is coming to your house, knocking on the door or sound of the doorbell. When somebody is coming, you can hear the footsteps. Or similarly in the game of hide and seek, because of the sound of particular person, you can go and catch that person easily. So sound plays an important role in our life. It helps us to communicate with one another, isn't it? It is the sound because of which we can communicate with each other. So it is very important. We hear a variety of sounds in our surroundings. So we hear the sounds of different objects, sounds of talking people, sounds of animals, sounds of different musical instruments, sounds of vehicles, and so on. You have to make a list of the sounds you hear in your surroundings. So this is one task which you are going to do. From in your surroundings, whatever the sounds you hear, just make a list of those all the things. In the music room of your school, you hear the sounds made by musical instruments like flute, tabla, harmonium, etc. Isn't it? You have music room in the school and there are different musical instruments in the music room. So you hear the sound of these musical instruments. Which musical instruments are there? Some examples are flute, tabla, harmonium, etc. Now let us see how is sound produced. How does it travel from one place to another? So by sitting at one place, you can hear the sound of some musical instrument which is played suppose in another corner of the room. Then how this sound travel from that musical instrument to your ear? So that we are going to see in this chapter. How sound is produced, that also. Then how do we hear sound? Why are some sounds louder than others? We shall discuss such questions in this chapter. Okay, now in this figure 13.1 you can see some of the musical instruments are shown. So you are familiar with this, all the musical instruments. This is harmonium, then here tabla, and this is sitar, and this one is flute. So these are some of the musical instruments. Okay, now let's move to the first concept of our chapter after the introductory part, that is sound is produced by a vibrating body. So whenever there is production of sound, then the object or body is set into vibrations. So vibrating bodies produce sound. Touch the school bell when not in use. What do you feel? Nothing, it is normal. If suppose the school bell is not in use, you know that school bells are made up of metals. So when they are not in use, if suppose you will just go and touch that bell, you don't feel anything. Again touch it when producing sound. So when the bell is producing sound, if you touch that bell during that time, you will feel vibrations. You will feel that the bell is vibrating. That shows that when the sound is produced, the bell is in the vibration, means vibrating bodies produce sound. Now let us see some activities. First activity 13.1. So students, you are going to do all these activities at home, and I know you will enjoy to do these activities. They are really interesting. The first activity is take a metal plate or a shallow frying pan. So you can use any metal objects, either a plate or a frying pan. But you should see that the frying pan should be made up of a metal. Hang it at the convenient place in such a way that it does not touch any wall. So the metal plate or frying pan you have to hang, and it should be in such a condition that it should be freely hanging, it should not touch any wall. Now strike it with a stick. See, here this boy is doing the same thing. You have to take a stick and strike it. Touch the plate or pan gently with your finger. So what you have to do in this activity, take a metal plate or shallow frying pan, hang it, and see that that metal plate or pan does not touch any wall. Then take one stick and strike on the pan or plate, and then touch the plate gently, slowly with your finger. In that case you will feel the vibrations. So this activity you are going to do definitely. Then again strike the plate with the stick and hold it tightly with your hands immediately after striking. Do you still hear the sound? Yes. So immediately after striking, if you hold the plate, you can still hear the sound. Touch the plate after it stops producing sound. So once the plate or pan stops producing sound, after that if you touch, you will not feel any vibrations. Means when the pan or plate is producing sound, during that time you will feel vibrations, and once it stops producing sound, you will not find any vibrations. So this is the first activity which you all do and enjoy. So students, this chapter is full of activities. Unless and until you do the activities, you will not enjoy the chapter, will not understand the concepts properly. Now there is a second activity 13.2. You have to take a rubber band and put it around the longer side of the pencil box. So here in this figure you can see that blue color pencil box is shown, and you have to put a rubber band on this pencil box. After that, what you have to do? You have to take two pencils, insert two pencils between the box and the stretched rubber. So, you can see here there is one pencil and here there is another which is inside that rubber band. So, you have to insert these two pencils between box and the stretched rubber. Now, plug the rubber band somewhere in the middle. Okay, so here it is shown in the figure. See, in somewhere in the middle you have to hold that rubber band and pluck it slowly. Do you hear any sound? So, when you do this activity, you will hear the sound when you pluck the rubber band. Why? Because here when you plug the rubber band, this rubber band is set into vibrations and sound is produced. So, does the band vibrate? Yes. So, the rubber band vibrates and produces sound. This shows that vibrating bodies produce sound. So, the to and fro or back and forth motion of an object is termed as vibration, as you have learnt in class 7. So, last year you have learnt about oscillatory motion. So, during oscillatory motion there is vibration. So, what is vibration? It is just the motion of the object in both the ways, to and fro or back and forth. So, when a tightly stretched band is plucked, it vibrates and produces sound. So, it vibrates means what happens actually, the band is set into motion, it moves to and fro, back and forth, and that is why it vibrates and produces sound. When it stops vibrating, it does not produce any sound. So, sound is produced when the body is in vibrations, and once the body stops vibrating, there is no production of sound anymore. So, after this, the next activity, that is activity 13.3. In this activity, what you have to do is take a metal dish, pour water in it, strike it at its edge by a spoon. Okay, so what you have to do, take a metal dish, a metal plate, and pour some water in that and take a spoon and strike on the edge of the metal plate. Do you hear a sound? Yes, when you perform this activity, in this case also you will hear the sound. Again strike the plate and then touch it. Can you feel the dish vibrating? Yes, definitely. Strike the dish again. Look at the surface of water. So, what do you find when you look at the surface of water? You will see there are some waves, some ripples are formed on the surface of water. Now, hold the dish. What change do you observe on the surface of water? So, when you hold the dish, the vibrations which are formed on the surface of the water minimize. Can you explain the change? Is there a hint to connect sound with the vibrations of a body? Yes, from this we can realize that when the object is set into vibration, then only it produces sound. No vibrating bodies, means when the bodies are not under vibration, they do not produce sound. When they are set into vibrations, then only they produce sound. So, see that activity figure is shown here. This is a metal plate in which water is taken, and here the spoon is there. When you strike this, you will find the waves in the water, the circular waves which are called as ripples are formed in the water because of vibration in the metal plate. So, vibrating metal plate produces waves in water. We see that a vibrating object produces sound. In some cases, the vibrations are easily visible to us, but in most cases their amplitude is so small that we cannot see them. However, we can feel them. So, as I have just told that the vibrating objects produce sound. So, the vibrations are sometimes easily visible to us, means we can easily see the vibrations. like for example vibrations in the rubber band. But in most of the cases, the vibrations are so small and so fast, they move back and forth so rapidly that we cannot see them, but we can feel them. So, amplitude is very small, means their amplitude is nothing but the disturbance, means movement in back and forth is very less. In that case, we cannot see the vibrations, but we can definitely feel the vibrations. Okay. Now, the next activity, take a hollow coconut shell and make a musical instrument ek tara. So, here see, this is a hollow coconut shell. You have to take a hollow coconut shell and you are going to do a musical instrument similar to ek tara. You can also make it with the help of an earthen pot. Okay. Play this instrument and identify its vibrating part. So, you can see here a stick is taken on which hollow coconut shell is kept, then again there is a string and you are going to strike this string. So, this is another activity which you are going to do. You are going to make ek tara. Make a list of familiar musical instruments and identify their vibrating parts. A few examples are given in table. Complete the rest of the table. So, you are going to make a list of the different musical instruments which are known to you and find out which part of that musical instrument is set into vibrations. Now, here a table is given, you are going to complete this table. 3 examples are given. The first musical instrument is veena. What is the vibrating part producing sound? It is stretched strings. The second one is tabla. Here it is stretched membrane. And the third one is flute, in which air column set into vibration and produce sound. So, these are the 3 parts of the musical instruments: stretched strings, then stretched membrane and air column, which produces sound. So, you are going to add more names of musical instrument in this table and find out what are their vibrating parts which produce sound. So, you can add in this sitar, you can add guitar, you can add some other instruments which are very known to you and find out whether the sound is produced because of stretching of the strings, or is there any membrane like in tabla, or the sound is producing because of vibration of the particles of air, that is through air column. Okay. So, that is the next activity for you. Now, many of you might have seen the manjira, that is cymbals, ghatam and the noot, means mud pots, and kartal. These instruments are commonly used in many parts of our country. These musical instruments are simply beaten or struck. So, these are some of the musical instruments like manjira, ghatam, noot and kartal. When you just strike on them or beat on them, you will hear the sound. Can you name a few other musical instruments of this type? Yes, just by beating you can produce the sound on different musical instrument like in tabla also. You can too make a musical instrument. So, see here, these are some pictures. This is a ghatam, which is a mud pot on which you have to just beat on that or strike and you can produce sound. Then this is manjira. So, these instruments are familiar to you. You may not be knowing these names, but you have seen these instruments. Now, there is another activity 13.5. So, in this activity you are going to make jal tarang. So, let us see what is jal tarang. What you have to do in this activity is take 6 to 8 metal bowls or tumblers. Whatever tumblers or bowls are available at home, take 6 to 8, but see that they should be of same size and shape. Fill them with water up to different levels. increasing gradually from one end to the other. So, in all those metal bowls or tumblers, you have to add water, you have to fill water, but the quantity of water should be different and you have to go on filling in the increasing order. Now, take a pencil and strike the bowls gently. Strike all of them in succession. So, take a pencil and just strike gently on one of the bowl, on the edge of the bowl, and hear the sound. Then continuously on each you start striking one by one. Then you can hear a very pleasant sound. This is your Jal Tarang. So, just look at the figure here. This boy is used 5 glasses, 5 tumblers, in which if you see the quantity of water, that is different. Here there is very less and here it is increased, and again if you move from left to right, you will see that the amount of water has got increased, and you have to just take a pencil and strike on the edge. Then continuously one after the another, when you strike, you will hear very nice sound, very pleasant sound is heard. So, that is nothing but your Jal Tarang. I hope you will definitely try this activity. When we pluck the string of an instrument like the sitar, the sound that we hear is not only that of the string, the whole instrument is forced to vibrate, and it is the sound of the vibration of the instrument that we hear. So, all of you are familiar with sitar. Sound is produced by sitar because of stretched strings. But when we stretch their strings, these are not the strings which are only set into vibration, but along with the strings, the whole sitar, the whole instrument is set into vibration. So, whatever the sound we hear, that is the sound of the vibration of instrument. Similarly, when we strike the membrane of mridangam, mridangam is another instrument. When you strike the membrane of this mridangam, the sound that we hear is not only that of the membrane, but the whole body of the instrument. Okay. So, we have just discussed that any one part of the instrument is set into vibration, but because of that vibrating part, the whole instrument is set into vibration. It is forced to vibrate, and we hear the sound of the whole body of the instrument. Okay. So, these are 5 activities which you are going to try today, and all the 5 activities are very easy and interesting. Now, there is a question for you. Who is asking the question? Paheli. You know that always Bhujo asks the question and Paheli answers, but here Paheli has brought a question for you. What she wants to know is, when we speak, does any part of our body vibrate? Definitely. So, when we speak, if you touch on your neck, you will find there is vibration. So, sound produced by humans. That is our next concept, which is based on this question. So, definitely Paheli will get the answer after going through this concept, that is sound produced by humans. So, let us see how sound is produced by humans. Speak loudly for a while, or sing a song, or buzz like a bee. What you have to do, either speak very loudly, or just sing a song, or buzz like a bee. Put your hand on your throat, as shown here in the figure 13.8. I will show you that figure. See here. So, when you speak loudly or sing a song or buzz like a bee, just put your fingers on your throat here. Do you feel any vibrations? Find out. Definitely, when we speak or shout or sing or buzz like a bee, if we touch our throat, we will find vibrations. There is a vibration in the throat. So, in humans the sound is produced by the voice box. The scientific name of this voice box is larynx. Put your fingers on the throat and find a hard bump that seems to move when you swallow. Okay, so when you put your hand on the throat, you will find there is a bump, and when we swallow something, we will see that time that bump is moving up and down. This part of the body is known as the voice box. It is at the upper end of the windpipe. Two vocal cords are stretched across the voice box or larynx in such a way that it leaves a narrow slit between them for the passage of air. So, what is the name of voice box? It is also called as larynx. Where is its position? It is at the upper end of the windpipe. And what is its structure? It consists of two cords which are called as vocal cords, and they are stretched across the voice box. But there is a narrow slit between these vocal cords, and through these slits the air can pass. So, look at this figure. Here you can see these are the two cords, and here this middle part, this white color part, that is a slit through which the air passes. So, this is the structure of voice box. When the lungs force air through the slit, the vocal cords vibrate. Okay, so when the air enters when the lungs force air through the slit, the vocal cords are set into vibrations, producing sound. Muscles attached to the vocal cords can make the cords tight or loose. So, when we speak, vocal cords are set into vibrations. They move that time when we speak. When the vocal cords are tight and thin, the type or quality of voice is different. So, muscles attached to the vocal cords make the cords either tight or loose. When they are tight and thin, the quality of the voice is different than the quality of the voice when the vocal cords are loose and thick. So, the quality of the voice is different from that when they are loose and thick. So, let us see how the vocal cords function. So, students, what we have discussed today, we have started with the chapter sound. Sound plays a very important role in our life. These are the different sounds which we like to hear, enjoy, and we are able to communicate with others because we produce sounds. We have seen different musical instruments, and different parts of the musical instruments are set into vibrations, and finally the whole instruments are set into vibrations. We have seen that in the flute, the vibration is because of vibrating particles of the air. So, the vibrating part which produces sound is air column. In sitar, these are the stretched strings which produce sound, and whereas in tabla there is a membrane on the tabla on which we strike, we beat. So, these are the stretched membranes which produce sound. So, in different musical instruments, different parts are set into vibrations, and because of the vibrations the sounds are produced. So, there is no production of the sound without vibration, and every vibrating body produces sound. Now, these vibrations are sometimes visible, means we can see them very easily, and whereas sometimes they are not easily visible, but definitely we feel the vibrations when we touch them, when we touch those type of the objects. So, these vibrations are of two types. Today we have discussed different activities. In all we have discussed 5 activities. One is a metal plate or a pan. You have to hang and strike with something, and you have to feel the vibration. We have also discussed that when you touch the bell or any object which is in the vibration mode, you will feel the vibrations. We have seen that in the metal plate, when you take water and strike at the edge of the metal plate with a spoon, you will find waves in the water. If you take a pencil box and tie a rubber band and insert two pencils, and when you pluck the rubber band, you will feel again the rubber band is set into vibrations and it produces sound. We have also discussed about Jal Tarang, that is taking the containers or tumblers or bowls of the same size and shape, but in that you have to take the different amount of water and you have to strike at the edge of these bowls. You will find very pleasant sound, very pleasant music actually you find. Similarly, we have discussed about different other musical instruments like kartal, manjira, ghatam, etc. So, all these activities you are going to do. Similarly, we have discussed that how the sound is produced in human beings. So, sound is produced in human beings because of a bump seen here in the throat. So, if you touch this part of your throat, you will find there is a bump, that is nothing but your voice box, which is called as larynx. It consists of two vocal cords and there is a gap, there is a passage for air can pass, and when we shout or buzz like a bee or sing a song, then we find here in that voice box there is vibration. So, vibrations are very easily felt. So, because of these vibrations, the different sounds are produced. So, I hope you will perform all these activities. Now, remaining activities and the remaining concepts we will discuss in the coming sessions. Today here we will stop, go through the concepts and perform all the activities. Thank you.